When I moved houses last year, I had to decide which smart home platform I want to invest in, primarily choosing between the two obvious ones, Amazon Alexa's ecosystem and Google's Home. I tried to straddle the line between being agnostic, but eventually I just had to pick one, and I settled on the Google Home Mini because $29 sale was a killer deal and I gave them away at the holiday season for pretty much anything. And also being a Google or Alphabet entity, it was pretty tightly integrated. So when the Hello Doorbell was announced, I was pretty pumped, but I wasn't overly interested since I already had a Ring Pro. But the Hello adds some new features that I think made it stand far and above the Ring. So I took the plunge. Saying hello to this doorbell means saying goodbye to $229. It's not cheap. I'm not gonna cover installation too much. The Nest app does a really great job of walking you through it. It took me about 30-ish minutes to do. If you want a step-by-step guide, we'll link to one down below. It's pretty simple though, even if you aren't that handy. After you install it, it's gonna integrate into the Nest app like any other Nest product. And as someone with 7 Nest cams, it's super nice to have all of my cameras tightly integrated into one app. From there, you'll get free access to the cam's live feed, push alerts, and 3 hours of recorded history, but I would definitely factor in the extra $5 a month or $50 per year for a Nest Aware subscription. It's a bit annoying to have to pay more after you just shelled out $230 on a doorbell, but it's well worth it. And with that, you're gonna get 24/7 video recording, saved clips, ability to set activity zones, and 5 days of video recording. They're gonna give you a 30-day free trial though if you wanna give it a shot. Speaking of recording, when it records the feed, it's not going to record your voice if you're having a two-way conversation with someone, just their voice. It's a small annoyance, but I thought it was worth mentioning. So another nice thing is the ability for the Hello to say some pre-recorded messages like, "We're not home, please leave the packages," and a few more. It's really helpful for when I'm in meetings and I can't talk directly. What it doesn't have though is the ability to pre-record my own messages in my voice, but hopefully that'll come with a future software update. The Hello has a few neat tricks up its sleeve, but perhaps the most useful, its ability to recognize faces and announce the names when they come to the door. And I know that sounds a bit creepy, but it's not gonna like pick their names out of the air. You have to manually input someone's name. When the doorbell sees a person, it lets you know, and you can select their face and put that name in. And in theory, when they come to the door, you get an alert saying that person is at your door. I've had the Hello installed for just about 2 weeks now, and it's finally starting to alert me to people, despite me inputting their names during the very first few days that I had the Hello doorbell. I'd wager there's some machine learning happening there, but do know the recognition is not gonna be instantaneous, and it's not going to always work. So I had a hard time telling faces when someone's wearing a hat or sunglasses on, usually just telling me it's somebody new. Like any video doorbell, push alerts are super helpful, especially when I'm not at home. The Ring Pro was really fast at sending them to me, but the Hello looks to be a bit slower, generally taking sometimes up to 20 seconds for me to get an alert, which means that person is already at my door. It's not a deal breaker, but I do wish they were faster. But probably the biggest reason I went with the Hello is the ability to mute the doorbell. I got 2 kids, usually go to bed like around 7:30-ish. And some nights I'm tired, my wife's tired, and we just order dinner. And when the bell rings, it's loud, Lucy freaks out, usually waking up the kiddos. But with the Hello, I can mute the bell and still get my push alerts, or even I can schedule quiet time to set the doorbell to turn off every single day. It's a really simple feature that's been incredibly convenient for us. If you have a Google Home or Home Mini in your house, the speaker can also serve as a chime, which is really handy if you're in a place where you don't typically hear your doorbell. The quality is also pretty solid. It's a 3-megapixel sensor with a 1600 by 1200 resolution, and for a doorbell camera, it looks really good. So obviously my doorbell's outside, and my Wi-Fi doesn't work that well out there. Generally I get 12 up or 12 down, and sometimes even half of that, but I've had no problem streaming on the highest quality. It is nice that the doorbell is equipped with 802.11 AC. So at the end of the day, it doesn't reinvent the smart doorbell, but it does get really close to perfecting it. I wish the Nest Aware features were just rolled into the price instead of being a subscription or just paying once per year, but it gives you really nice options. So hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. We've got a really cool video coming out that's been 9 years in the making, where I give you my top 5 phones I've ever reviewed. You're not gonna wanna miss that, so again, hit the subscribe button, the little bell next to it to get notified of when new videos come into your inbox. Until next time, I'm John Rettinger, Untitled Buffalo. I almost knocked that over.
Check it.